Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Sit down. Assalamualaikum members of the board. Thank you all for being present today. I'm calling this meeting today. I really appreciate you guys coming to this meeting. We are facing one of the most intense social political storms in our modern corporate history, the global consumer boycott stemming from the Middle East conflict. But today we are not here to panic, we are here to lead. I want to lay out our strategy development, and then I will open the floor to each of your departmental briefings soon. Okay, first of all, let's start with Master. As the CMO for this company, I would like you to describe and explain what the crisis that the company currently facing, and I would like to hear the reason why this happened.
Assalamualaikum everyone. So today I'm going to talk about the report from Boycott on consumer. Basically, it started when Israel gave a free meals to the Israeli soldiers. So even though this is just a local decision, it made all of consumer being angry because give free meals to the soldiers, especially Israel, is not a good decision. Through this campaign, it's actually spread very fast from social media, televisions, and others. The most Muslim majority country that support this boycott is Malaysia, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Jordan. So based on this, it's actually make our sales going down. Other than that, the biggest challenge that we are facing on is consumers are confused on our business. Actually, McDonald's is used in the Indian franchise model in a different country. However, consumer thinks that we are only a single global company. By that, because of this issue, it's actually make all of the franchising, all of the global country gets the same herd image. Lastly, the impact on our sales through 2024, we saw that the boycott issue is spread very fast, very serious issue. So because of that, our sales from 1.9% in January to April decreased to 1% only for other month. So this is show that the amount is very big amount to our company. That's all I think.
Alright, thank you, Master Rao, for that clear bad summary breakdown. You hit the nail on the head. Our biggest vulnerability right now is that the public perceive our franchise network as a single political entity rather than independently operated local businesses. The fact that the religious convictions, humanitarian empathy, and social pressure overriding our corporate maturity statements show that traditional PR won't cut it. Now that we understand why our brand image is currently building, we need to look at how much this is costing us. Kulisa, as our CFO, we know the issues that we are facing right now. What are the strategic decisions and planning frameworks that you have in mind to navigate this financial and operation down?
Okay, I'm Kulisa, so I will tell about a strategic decision for McDonald's in managing the global boycott crisis. So to overcome this crisis, our group recommend three strategic planning approach, which are top-down planning, bottom-up planning, and iterative planning. So first is top-down planning. Top-down planning means that the decision comes from McDonald's global headquarters. So during a crisis like this, it is very important for the headquarters to lead the company response, because McDonald's operates as one global brand. The headquarters should provide clear guidelines for public statement, social media communication, and crisis management. This ensures that every McDonald's branch delivers the same message to customers. So the advantage of the approach is that it protects the company's reputation and avoid confusions. However, the one limitation is that the single global strategy may not fully understand the different cultures and customer expectations in every culture such as nations. So the better strategy is abundant planning. Important to share information with headquarters. This is important because both affect each country differently. For example, customer reaction in Malaysia may be different from those in the United States or Europe. Local managers understand their customer better, so they can provide valuable feedback about customer concern and market condition. Headquarters can then use this information to make a better decision that suits each country. This approach also encourages employees to take a responsibility because they are involved in solving the problem. So the last plan is iterative planning. Iterative planning means that the company continuously reviews and improve its strategies. Public opinion can change very quickly, especially through social media. Therefore, McDonald's cannot rely on only one fixed plan. The headquarters should introduce a strategy, local branch should implement that, and then customer feedback and business performance should be reported back to headquarters. Based on the result, the company can improve or adjust the strategy whenever necessary. This makes McDonald's more flexible and able to respond quickly to changing situations. So, in conclusion, these two strategies work best when they are combined. Top-down planning provides clear direction, bottom-up planning brings valuable local feedback, and iterative planning allows continuous improvement. By using these three approaches together, McDonald's can reboot customer trust, protect the global reputation, and respond more effectively to future challenges. So that's excellent structural overview, Lisa. Thank you so much. By balancing our top-down directive with bottom-up feedback from our heavily impacted local outlets is going to be vital for our iterative planning. But we cannot afford to lose any more than the 12% net profit that drop. We have already suffered a lot. Okay. So, however, before we deploy capital into these strategies, we need a solid theoretical foundation to ensure we are just shooting in the dark. So, Suhada, what is your justifications for these strategic decisions that could be subject using the organizational and business theories you have analyzed?
Okay, so today I will explain about the justification of our decision using the three management theory, which is the institutional theory, contingency theory, and also the resource-based view, which is RBV. So the first one, I'm going to explain about the institutional theory. Institutional theory says that a company should meet the expectation of customer, government, and also society. This is important because a good reputation can help a company to gain public trust. So, as a director of stakeholder engagement, so I believe that the top-down planning is the best approach during the boycott. The headquarters should provide a clear policy and also a consistent message for all the McDonald's branches. So when every branches share the same information, so the customer will receive a clear communication and also misunderstanding can be reduced. This also can help McDonald's reputation and the company is handling the crisis responsibility. So for the institutional theory, The top-down planning is ensure everyone to follow the same direction and also the communication with the stakeholder consistently. So next, I'm going to explain about the contingency theory. So contingency theory says there are no single strategy that work for every situation, which means that every country have different challenge and also different customer expectation. So for McDonald's, some countries were affected by the boycott during other than others. So because of this, local managers should share information about customer concern and also community reaction with the headquarters. So as the director of stakeholder engagement, my responsibility is to listen to customer, local community and other stakeholders. Their feedback is very important for me because it can help the company to understand what people need and what people expect. So after collecting this feedback, I will report to the headquarters so they can make a better decision for each country. So what can I conclude for contingency theory? The bottom-up planning is a good because we can. So for what can I conclude is contingency theory supports that the bottom planning because local feedback can help McDonald's respond more effectively in different markets. So last, I'm going to explain about resource-based view, which is RBV. So RBV explains the company internal resource the biggest strength because this includes brand, experienced employees, and also customer information and communication system. So this theory support iterative planning, which means that continuous reviewing and improve strategy. So as a director stakeholder engagement, I will monitor a customer feedback, public opinion, and community response. Analyzing this information, McDonald's can identify what works well and also what we need to improve. So, for example, if customer responds positively to a new communication strategy, so that company can continue using the new strategy. But if the response is negative, the strategy can be used, but we have to improve based on the feedback that we receive. So this continuous improvement can help McDonald's to rebuild customer trust and also strengthen relationship with the stakeholder. So therefore, RBV can support iterative planning because it allows the company to improve the strategy by making a good internal resource. So what can I conclude is that the three theories can support our planning decision. That's all from me. Thank you.
Right, spot on, Sadan. Utilizing our resource-based view, which is a way to leverage our current assessments, conflict scenes, and contingency theories is exactly right. A one-size-fits-all global response will absolutely fail in highly sensitive local markets like Malaysia. We must adapt to local sentiment. But let's be completely honest with ourselves. Every single of these strategies carries a counter risk. If our transparency look defensive, or if our marketing look like a superficial image feedback trick, it will backfire. So, why not? I want you to explain the specific risks and effects that we might have to face from these strategic decisions when deciding which.
For today, as the Chief Financial Officer, today I will explain the risk and impact analysis of three strategies that are mentioned just now by Kulisa that McDonald's can use to manage the global boycott crisis. The first strategy is top-down planning. This approach allows McDonald's headquarters to provide clear direction and ensure that every branch communicates a consistent message during the crisis. While this helps protect the company's global brand image, it also carries a significant risk. A central strategy may not be fully consider the cultural, political, and social difference of each country. As a result, the company response may not meet the expectation of local customers. The impact of the risk is that the customer may perceive McDonald's as insensitive to local concern. This can lead to stronger public criticism, reduce customer trust, and further damage the company reputation. Therefore, while the consistency is important, headquarters must also consider regional differences while making decisions. So the second strategy is bottom-up planning. This strategy encourages headquarters to gather feedback from regional managers and franchise operators because there's a better understanding of local customer needs and market conditions. Their insight help the company develop response and are more practical and suitable for each region. However, the main risk is that different countries may recommend different action. If these recommendations that are not coordinated properly, the company may make inconsistent message across the different markets. In addition, reaching agreement among many regions may slow down the decision-making process, especially during the crisis when the action is essential. So the impact is that customer may receive mixed message, weakening McDonald's global brand image, and delaying a decision can also reduce the effectiveness of the company crisis response and make it more difficult to regain customer confidence. So the final strategy is iterative planning. Since customer sentiment and geopolitical situation can change quickly, McDonald's should continuously review customer feedback and evaluate whether its strategy are effective or not. The company can improve its response by taking successful action and adjusting those that are less effective. Although this approach provides flexibility, it also has potential risks. If McDonald's changes its strategy too frequently, customer and employees may be confused. The company may also appear uncertain and or inconsistent in handling the crisis. The impact is lost confidence of customer, employees and investors and other stakeholders. This may slow down the company recovery and make it more difficult to rebuild the reputation of the brand. So in conclusion, each strategy decision has both benefit and risk. Top-down planning provides consistency by laying overlook local differences. Bottom-up planning improves local responses but may reduce coordination. Iterative planning allows flexibility but may create confusion if changes are made too often. Therefore, McDonald's should balance all three approaches by maintaining strong leadership, listening to local customer, and continuously adapting its strategy. This balanced approach can help many to work on more effectively while protecting its long-term
Alright, thank you so much for that. Your assessment keeps our feet firmly on the ground, losing up to 80% of daily revenue in some locations, facing employee resignations, possible operational consequences that we cannot take lightly. We know that if we execute poorly, we risk prolonged revenue loss and a deeper damage to our market competitiveness. Okay, team, we have the crisis breakdown, the strategic plan, the theoretical backing, a clear view of the root. Our next step is implementations. I want a finalized, localized action plan on my desk by Monday that integrates our marketing repositioning with genuine grassroots community engagement. Thank you all for your hard words and wages analysis. Let's use the word and stability. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Yes.